Hey guys, Jake Spurley, fairandevent.com. Hope you're doing well today, just like every day. In this video, we're going to be talking about commissions for your vendors and exhibitors. It is a common question that we get asked of, should I be charging my vendors and exhibitors a commission? It is something that there is no cut and dry answer for, and it is really so specific to your event and your event only. So you got to think about, does it make sense? That's really the first thing. Does it make sense to invoke a commission, right? And the answer is usually it makes sense for food vendors, folks that are selling food products. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to invoke a commission on somebody that's selling toys or commercial goods or, leaf guard filters, whatever that might be. So you got to think about, does it make sense for the vendor and exhibitor that's at the show? If you determine yes, then you got to look at these two things. So the two things we're going to get into for this video are, the first one is a deposit. So if you do decide, yes, I want to charge my vendors and exhibitors a commission, okay, then you need to invoke a deposit. I did pass the second grade. Thank you. So why charge a deposit? So a deposit really is something that is guaranteeing, or at least putting some skin in the game for the vendor exhibitor, saying, hey, I'll give you a $400 deposit and make it refundable, so that it comes off the top of their commission percentage. But this way, it's not just, yeah, you can take a percentage of my sales whenever I get there. If they have a deposit and they don't show up to your show, at least you got the deposit out of them. Whereas if you didn't charge a deposit, you just did straight commission, and they don't show up, they flake out. Let's say 3 of your vendors flake out just because, if I don't show up, it's no loss to me. Well, then you just, lost potential, all this commission revenue. Now you have, holes in your floor plans. It looks crummy, quite frankly. So you have to invoke a deposit. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'd say anywhere between $250 and $400 is a good deposit amount. If your vendors and exhibitors are selling over $10,000, probably go up to $1,000 deposit. Try and keep it in that 10% range is a good spot to be. The second part of this equation is the percentage. So what percentage are you going to charge as a commission to your vendors and exhibitors? I've seen commissions up to, I think, 35%. That is for, very, very large shows. I think the standard one here is normally 20%. And coming from somebody who used to be a vendor and used to pay these commissions, 20% is kind of the not only the standard, but it's a comfortable number. When you get over 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%, it really takes out the profit for your vendors and exhibitors. And if you don't have profitable vendors and exhibitors, they're not going to be able to come back because they won't be in business because they're not profitable, they're not turning a profit. So you definitely can't get greedy with your commission. I know it might seem nice, you see your vendors and exhibitors selling $20,000 worth of product, but think about all the labor, the product, and now you're going to take 35%. It just leaves nothing at the end of the day. So you have to be reasonable. This has to be something that is mutually beneficial for both parties. 20% is good, but like I said, that is completely up to you. And have a conversation with your vendors and exhibitors. When I was a vendor, I loved the shows that I knew I could make $10,000 at, and I only had to pay a $400 space fee. But if you get pushback when you implement a commission-based payment model, elaborate and have the conversation around, hey, the better we as the event do at our jobs of getting people in the door, the better you do. The worse we do at getting people in the door, the worse we do, because we're making less commission percentage. So it incentivizes them or incentivizes you, the event, to do a better job. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to sell more money. If you just charge them $400 to have a space, you're not really incentivized to drive sales to the food vendors. Compared to if you're getting a cut of every single transaction, you're then incentivized to do it. So have the conversation around, the more you make, the more we make, and that's a good thing because that incentivizes us, the event, to do a better job at promoting the event, getting the word out, and driving sales to your booths. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. We'd be happy to answer them. If you have any other videos that you want us to create to not get you started, but to help you out just in the entertainment industry, booth-based events is really our specialty here. We'd be happy to entertain those. Shoot us an email or drop it in the comments here, and we will take a look at it. If you found this video helpful, please, please, please share it with one friend or your colleague, or just share it on LinkedIn. That's a fantastic spot, or Facebook, whatever channel you are seeing it at right now. Thank you so much for tuning into this video on should I be charging a commission to my vendors and exhibitors. We'll see you next time.